Galarian Weezing has got to be the best closer for the Spring Cup, and by the end of this video, you'll find out why. So guys, please make sure to leave a like and also consider subscribing to keep watching more battles. So I'm running a Shiftry. Honestly, it was kind of a spice pick. You're probably better off running Trebnip. Got the Galarian Weezing, and then I also got a Pelipper. This is the team I used for the first day of the Spring Cup. I did look a couple teams. I didn't know what to expect. Well, I was probably expecting a Tentacruel. I was seeing a lot of Tentacruels on teams. Now, the only thing that I messed up on was I didn't realize that the Pelipper that I normally use that has Hurricane was actually, it had fainted. So I actually, by accident, I thought this was the right one. So I'm running a freaking Pelipper that doesn't have Hurricane. It's just Weather Ball. So I feel like maybe that possibly costed me the match. So I am going to go ahead and lose this one. But it still ends up pretty close, actually. So right here, I'm going to go down with the Seed Bomb. Going to go ahead and bring the Shiftry. And I'm basically going to go ahead and just snarl down. I know this is just a Seed Bomb, so I'll go ahead and take it. Now, the only thing is, Shiftry is still pretty glassy. So look, it does a lot more than I actually wanted to. And I think right here is where I make a crucial mistake. I make a really bad mistake. I just swap out because I'm thinking I don't want to get farmed down. But I would have been able to take like 2 Powder Snows at least. And I would have been able to get to the Leaf Blade, which would have brought the Whirlwind so close to the red. And I would have at least been able to probably threaten a shield. And it's just going to get so bad because right here, I think I'm going to choose to shield. I think I'm going to choose to, yeah, I choose to shield. I think I was honestly just baited. Yep. See, I was just baited. And now they're going to do the back-to-back Icicle Spear. So looking back at it, I definitely should have just thrown that, and see, now I'm over here trying to overfarm and stuff like that. But at this point, they still have a shield, and my Shifter is basically just gonna go ahead and faint. They're gonna bring the Pelipper, and that's just basically all she wrote. Gonna go ahead and do the Leaf Blade right here, and I definitely felt like I could have taken that match had I just stayed in with the Shiftry, done the Leaf Blade, and right here they're just gonna go ahead and take me out with the Weather Ball. Just don't have enough. So unfortunately going to go ahead and go down right there. Ended up pretty close, but our opponent takes the game right there. On to the next one. We got a perfect lead. We got my Shiftry paired up against the Lancer. This is exactly what you want to see. They're going to go ahead and bring in the Ferrothorn. So I could have just honestly swapped out to the Galarian Weezing. So honestly, I'm still, this isn't horrible. I'm going to get to the foul play. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and take this move. I'm thinking it's just probably gonna be see, so we're gonna go ahead and resist that, and I think that's probably why I ended up just staying in more than I needed to. If they go ahead and shield here, I think what I'm gonna go ahead and do is just swap out to my Galarian Weezing. They do switch there, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring out the Weezing. I know they have Thunder, and I think I'm gonna take one Thunder because it's not gonna be Stab. I think that's so that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do, but it does a lot more than I wanted to. So at this point, I'm just farming a lot of energy and gonna go ahead and throw the player up and hoping that this is enough to be able to take it out. And it is enough. I think it literally was just barely enough to take it out. They're gonna bring in the Lantern, and I'm gonna go ahead and I couldn't get to the player up, and I think I decided just let this go. Okay, never mind. So I'm not gonna let it go. I'm gonna go ahead and try to do a couple more, and now I'm gonna go ahead and do the player up. And now we're even shields. We're even shields right here. They don't end up using a shield. And I was just hoping, come on, let me get to a move. But I just couldn't get to the move. But I know they're going to be energy dry after this. So that's fine. They're going to be energy dry. Now we're going to bring the Shiftry. We're going to resist the Sparks. I'm going to go ahead and just do my best to... hopefully they don't catch a move, and they don't. And I'm able to get a bit more energy too for the next match. And I'm switching out here. Honestly... I don't really like how I keep doing that. I should wait at least to see what's on the back before doing that. So it honestly is still a bit of a misplay on my end. I'm going to go ahead and just get to the Hurricane and hoping that they're going to go ahead and shield. And they don't shield, so wow, they have a lot of guts. And then we actually end up seeing ping right there. I'm going to go ahead and shield, get them to waste that energy, and going to go ahead and do the Weather Ball right now. And they're going to end up using their final shield. They're going to use their final shield, and I basically just want them to take me out right here. want him to take me out, but I end up reaching the weather ball in time. So we're gonna go ahead and take this match. So this team is actually did pretty solid, but like I mentioned, you'd be better off with a Trevenant and make a Trevenant in the lead, and make sure that you use a Pelipper or Hurricane. Don't use the one that I did in the first match. So right here, this is exactly why Trevenant would be better, because right here, as you can see, the poison damage, it's the poison fast move from Tentacruel is doing super effective damage. So that's exactly why Trevenant, because it would only be doing neutral damage to it because of its ghost typing. Right there, they shield, and this is where I do a huge misplay. I don't know the count to Sludge Wave, so that's also my mistake. But I also figured that that's probably they probably have enough for that, right? They probably had enough for a Sludge Wave, and even though I thought that, I still didn't throw. So horrible play. I'm just gonna go ahead and shield up because I want to be able to get this Leaf Blade off. I want to be able to get this Leaf Blade off, and they end up catching. So very, very, very poorly played match. And I still want to show you guys, I need to show you guys the misplays. That way you guys can definitely learn, especially if you end up using the team. Luckily, I'm still able to get to a foul play right here. I get to a foul play, but obviously this is just a losing match. And I don't end up I don't use any of my shields here, any of my remaining shields, just because I know I'm gonna lose. They have Mirror Shot, and they've been farming a ton of energy. So I'm basically just letting them take me out of my misery. They're gonna go ahead and get the mirror shots off. I'm gonna go ahead and look at that. Boom. They keep on just spamming the mirror shot. It doesn't do a lot, but it does stack up, and they finally take us out right there. So man, definitely not the game there. But we do get our revenge right here against a shiny Tentacruel. I'm gonna go ahead and play this similarly. I'm gonna go ahead and get to the foul play. Gonna get to the foul play right here, and we're gonna go ahead and I'm thinking they're probably gonna. I'm wondering, are they gonna shield again? And I wonder, that's so crazy why they shielded right there. But of course, right here, check out what's gonna happen. Of course, this opponent is gonna be running the acid spray. That's so crazy. They're gonna run an acid spray, and then they switch out to Atropius, which is really interesting. I'm not gonna bait here. There's no reason for me to bait. Gonna go ahead and straight Hurricane, and they let that go. So they were probably thinking that I was gonna go ahead and dang it, I couldn't get to the Hurricane right there. But they were probably thinking that I was gonna bait. Definitely I was and right here I want them to use their shield. Gonna go ahead and get a bunch of energy. Hopefully they're gonna go ahead and use a shield right here. Let's see if they let this go. I don't remember if they let it go. They don't let it go. And because they don't let it go, I'm gonna bring in the Shift Tree just to take in the damage. I think, what are they gonna do here? They're gonna do a Power Whip, and because Shift Tree is so glassy, it takes me out. So now I'm gonna go ahead and I think I bring in the Galarian Weezing. I think this is where I'm gonna bring in the Galarian Weezing. Yep, gonna bring in the Galarian Weezing. So, and they're gonna bring in the Tentacruel. Now I am scared. I'm like, dude, is this gonna be a Scald? And it's just an acid spray. So I'm like, okay, so we're doing acid spray. Now the only thing is, so I'm running Play Rough on my Weezing. So it is a little bit tougher, especially with this matchup. But as you can see, it actually did a decent amount of damage. Now right here, I'm basically, what I'm gonna have to do is it's gonna come so close, and I managed to get to the Weather Ball right here. I probably could have just thrown it, but I do a couple wing attacks before I do it. Get to the Weather Ball, and I'm so low on HP, which is good. And now Galarian Weezing is gonna go ahead and close out the match, coming in clutch with the Overheat. Boom, takes out the Ferrothorn. So with shields down, and with if you manage to bank the energy correctly, Galarian Weezing is a freaking force, man. Gonna go ahead and go to this isn't the worst lead. We're gonna go ahead against a Walrein with the Shift Tree. We're gonna go ahead and do a Leaf Blade. And it does a ton of damage. I end up swapping out to catch the move, and I do manage to catch it. I don't want to take the Icicle Spear. We're gonna go ahead and take it on our Pelipper, and they bring out their own Pelipper. So we're gonna go ahead and both do the Hurricane. I probably honestly could have done one more and CMP'd, but that's okay. I built up to the Hurricane, and we managed to grab a shield. And I guess we did actually CMP after all. Gonna go ahead and do the Weather Ball, but I wasn't counting. See, I need to count too because I wasn't sure if that was enough for their hurricane. Now looking back at it, and I need a shield right here. I have to shield, and I am hoping that they let this go right here. I want to regain switch, and nope, they don't choose to let it go. So we're gonna go ahead and we actually managed to get to another weather ball, which at least we can chunk it. We can go ahead and chunk our opponent right here, and boom, brings it to the red. Now what I'm gonna go ahead and do, I'm gonna bring in the shift tree because I just need to take a move. I need to take a move. I don't have any more shields. I feel like Galarian Weezing is gonna be the key. So we're gonna go ahead and bring in the Galarian Weezing. Galarian Weezing is just gonna be the one to close out the game. They're gonna bring out Ferrothorn. I'm counting this Bullet Seeds, and if they got to their fourth one, I don't want them to do Thunder on me. So now we're gonna go ahead and throw the Overheat. So I'm doing my best to manage my energy for the end game. We take out that Ferrothorn, and now they still have that Wall Ring. They can't catch just yet. They can't catch just yet. And I did a little bit. I know that the Earthquake would take me out, so gonna go ahead and just do the play rough right here. And right here, I'm just scared because I don't know how much energy that they have. I don't know how much energy they have. And now I'm thinking, please don't be a Hurricane. And it's just a Weather Ball, so we have enough. I could have probably just done the Overheat, but we got to the play rough. Gonna go ahead and throw it out, and Galarian Weezing closes out the game. So as you can see, guys, Galarian Weezing is a freaking force, man. So if you want to close out the games, definitely go ahead and choose this Pokemon. So those were the matches, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the battles, and if you want to go ahead and submit any of your battles for me to shoutcast on my channel, the link will be down in the description. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.